Fast fashion. Why is everyone making a big deal about it? From the production of textile fibers to the disposal of clothing, fast fashion has been identified as one of the most polluting industries in the world. A whopping 87% of the clothing that we wear and use ends up as pure waste. 12% of it gets downcycled into clothing of lower value, but only 1% is recycled into clothing of equal value. As this industry continues to grow, so does its impact on the environment. But not to fear. Here are some people trying to make a difference.
So House of Lunali is a conscious fashion and lifestyle brand that creates uncompromising fashion style that cares for planet and people, both. We upcycle apparel industry waste, pre-consumer and post-consumer waste, and make beautiful products, not just make it. We also, while we design, we think of circular, how we can make a product circular and keep less impact of that product. And also not just our bit, we also try to give a consumer a better product that is sustainable for them as well. So that's like a holistic approach that a House of Lunali has taken in being sustainable.
So our development process starts by identifying gaps in our product portfolio, as opposed to say what's the most trendiest color or silhouettes at the moment in the market. We initially go for a sketch process, and then which sort of follows with pattern making, and the fabric plays a huge part as well. As you can see, we have some of the fabric swatches that are sent to me by our suppliers, and currently the situation in the Sri Lankan industry is such that if you can see all of these fabric, I actually am unable to approve for production because these are not sustainable. These are mostly polyblends or polyester fabric, as opposed to the cottons or blends of cotton. So we try to stick to natural fabrics and blends of natural fabrics, which kind of makes it a bit difficult for us to pick things from, because if you actually look at it, at least over 80% of what is there in the market at the moment are not very sustainable fabrics. And out of that as well, because we do timeless and modern basics, we are unable to pick prints and such. So we are stuck with a very limited amount of fabric which are solid color, but at the same time either natural or not harmful to the environment.
Manufacturing has been difficult because not everybody gives waste. There's also a lot of regulation that comes with it.
For every garment to come to a rack, there's a cost, and cheaper it becomes, the cost comes from somebody else, predominantly at a cost to the environment and also to the people who make them.
The yarn we use is made out of old jeans or used cotton, which makes it highly sustainable and also biodegradable. I'd like to consider myself as a fiber artist, especially because of the uniqueness and creativity. Most of my products, all of my products are made out of yarn, so it makes it very unique from all the other clothing brands.
So what we think is it's better that we collaborate and not compete. And also we think that for the last 10 years we've been looking at waste, upcycling products, and that's our competency, which most of the people don't have. So how we can give our skill, our competency to someone else to make that impact with them, because it's not just about the impact we make, but how can we influence somebody else's impact. This is across the board with smaller brands to large companies that we do. One quick examples if I give you, we collaborated with Alke, a jewelry brand, which is a very young brand, to upcycle sea glass. So these are glass pieces that are ending up in the beaches. We collect them and we make a collection of jewelries in collaboration with them.
Our business specializes in making a variety of products for everyone. We take pride in our ability to make high quality handmade items suitable and functional for everyone.
Slow fashion, according to our understanding, is literally slow fashion. It is very simply put, it's a way of doing things, whether it's fashion or not, in a more conscious manner. It's not necessarily the speed of it, more about the mindfulness of how we do things. It's instead of rushing into things and saying tuck, 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 you know, taking a step back and reviewing things and doing it better.
The most challenging thing for me is time. Having to do projects worth weeks and sometimes even a month, and balancing with university and other life activities, I'd say time is one of the biggest challenges that I face.
Sustainable fashion to me means selfless fashion. It can't just be about me, myself and I. It has to also be about the environment, people who make it, and what it's made of.
So, what can we do to join the slow fashion movement? Firstly, buy less clothes. Focus on a few high quality pieces rather than an entire closet full of low quality ones. Shop from sustainable and ethical fashion brands. Choose natural materials like cotton, wool, and linen instead of synthetic materials like nylon and polyester. Shop secondhand at thrift stores, consignment shops, and online marketplaces. Finally, and most importantly, take care of your clothing. Follow care instructions to extend its lifespan and repair when necessary. So what's stopping you from opting for these sustainable, eco-friendly, and durable fashion options? Every little step counts. With a little research and a little resolve, you can save the world and look good doing it. Join us in weaving the fabric of change.
I am trying my best to make the product sustainable and get it across to you. But I think there's 50% responsibility. I'm doing my bit. It's your chance to actually invest on good clothing that are long term. Use it, give it care, make sure you look at the care labels because it's there for a reason. Look after it as much as possible. Share it, pass it down, resell it. There's so many options now to resell it, and use it for as much as possible so that you're, from a consumer, you're being more conscious and sustainable. That's the biggest thing that you can do for this sustainable fashion initiative.